Let's go. Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Barca News. Welcome to another watch along today. Today, we're watching the big one, the very, very big one, El Clásico match, Real Madrid versus Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabeu. And the players are already on the field, and we do have a confirmed lineup of Barcelona. It's kind of like the lineup that I predicted during yesterday's video, but this is the lineup that Barcelona will be coming onto the field with. We have Wojciech Szczesny, of course, in goal, Jules Koundé on the right, Alejandro Valde on the left, Eric Garcia and Pau Cubarsí as the two center back pairing. In the midfield, we have Frankie de Jong, who is starting despite having illness not too long ago. Also, we have Pedri, of course, in attacking midfield. Fermin Lopez, no surprises there. We have Lamine Yamal on the right, Marcus Rashford on the left, and then Ferran Torres returning from injury in order to start as our center forward in the place, of course, of the injured Robert Lewandowski. So that is the official lineup. Of course, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know, what do you think about this lineup as the players now get into position? And I have to say, I'm very, very nervous. But I think if Barcelona play well, I think if Barcelona play with intensity, if they do their job, we've seen if this team can be a steamroller. They defeated Real Madrid 4 times last season, including 2 finals. So if Barcelona do their job, if they play like they know how to play, like I know they know how to play, I think we should have a good chance at winning. But if they don't, then we could be in deep, deep trouble because, of course, Real Madrid do have the tools to cause us pain, to hurt us. They have players like Mbappe, like Vinicius Jr., like Birmingham, all players that can cause us a lot of damage. So Barcelona going to have to be on their A game. No mistakes, no lost ball, no losing the ball in critical areas, no lack of intensity. You have to maintain the intensity throughout the whole match. None of this whole we score a goal, then we reduce the intensity. No, they're gonna have to be at 100% intensity every single minute of the match. They're gonna have to press as soon as they lose the ball. They're gonna have to make accurate passes. They're gonna have to circulate the ball quick. All things that we know Barcelona know how to do, and they know how to do it well. So as long as they do that, we should be fine. And ladies and gentlemen, we officially have kickoff. We officially have kickoff. The match has begun. Real Madrid versus Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabeu. We do have kickoff here in El Clásico match. By the way, I wanted to kind of stream this match from the Peña Bar, the New York City Peña Bar at Smithfield Hall. I was thinking about how I can do it from there. I decided not to because I was worried about the signal. And guess what? It turns out that Carlos Puyol and Ed Sheeran are currently at that bar at the Smithfield Hall in New York City. My friend just sent me a picture. I am so, so upset, but that's okay. The important thing is the match. And here we go. Fermin Lopez puts a long pass into Lamine Yamal into the space, but Alvaro Carreras was there to intercept the pass. Lamine Yamal is going to have his hands. Oh, wait. Pedri wins the ball back to Ferran. Ferran back to Pedri. Bad pass from Ferran. It ends up landing in Rashford. Rashford kicks it, but then Militao intercepts the kick, and now the ball is out as Barcelona get their first corner kick of the match. But really bad clearance by Real Madrid, intercepted by Pedri, who tries to pass it back to Ferran, but then another bad clearance by Real Madrid ends up landing to Rashford, who takes the shot. Oh my God, I am. My allergies is kicking in at the worst time right now. I'm too busy, allergies. I'm too busy. We're watching the El Clasico match. There's no time for sneezing. Here we go. Marcus Rashford takes a corner kick. Courtois comes out, punches it. There is Frankie de Jong for the recovery. Tries to pass it to Pedri. That pass that lands to Valverde. And here comes Valverde on the right. Uh, Diagonal pass to Vinicius. Vinicius tries to sneak it into Mbappe, but Alejandro Valde was there to intercept the pass, but Real Madrid still have it. Alvaro Carreras passes it to Vini, who's now moved to the left. Vini in the box. Vini gets taken down, and we do have a penalty kick. Wow, it took 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes for Cesar Sotogrado to award Real Madrid a penalty kick. Wow, I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Alvaro Carreras passed it to Vini, who made a run into the box. Lamine Yamal takes him down, and then the referee rules it's a penalty kick. I do want to see the replay here. Really great interception by Palde, by the way, when Vini was trying to pass it to Mbappe. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a penalty kick. Actually, yeah. It's Vinicius who kicks Lamine, but yeah, it's definitely a penalty kick. It's definitely a penalty kick. And what's on a Clasico match without a penalty kick, right? That I mean, those two have become absolutely synonymous. But definitely a penalty kick. I think what they're checking right now is if there was an offside at the beginning of the play. So we're gonna see if there was an offside, but definitely a penalty kick. Lamine Yamal tackles, doesn't get the ball. Vinicius kicks him, but of course, I mean it's Lamine Yamal's leg was in the way because he puts it in between Vinny's leg and the ball. So yes, it's Vinny who kicks him, but at the end of the day, the reason why he does it's because all right. Let me see. No, there's definitely not an offside on the first pass into Vinicius Junior. He's gonna have to go to check it. So they're definitely not checking the offside anymore. I think he's checking the actual foul to see whether it's a PK or not. Because as you know, with an offside, it's semi-automatic. The referee doesn't get to interpret anything. You're either in an offside or not. So that means if he's going to check the actual kick, the actual foul, that means there's no offside. So now it's just a matter of an interpretation on whether the this was a penalty kick or not. So yeah, referees watching the angle from the back, which I don't know if that's the best angle, honestly. That's interesting. He only watched one angle. Here we go. The decision. Nope. It is def. I don't think it's a penalty kick. The players are acting like it is. Yeah, no, it's not a penalty kick because the ref pointed towards the spot and then pointed away, saying it's not a penalty kick. But Balde was shaking his head like, damn, here we go. And Vinicius was getting ready to kick it. So no penalty kick. Sorry, Vinny. Sorry, Vinny. I thought it was a penalty kick, honestly, but the referee said it was not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you think it was a penalty? Did you not? I thought it was because even though it's Vinny that ends up kicking Lamine Yamal, it's Lamine who puts his leg in the way, right? If if I trip you and you hit me first, it's still a trip. I don't know. That's my interpretation. Maybe I'm missing something. Let me know if you guys thought that was a penalty kick or not. As right now, Real Madrid are having a free kick in the middle of the field. It's gonna be taken by Arda Guler. Let's see. Arda Guler floats it into the right side of our box. Jude Bellingham is there. Puts into cross into the box, but a horrible, horrible cross by Jude Bellingham. Let's see. It was interesting, by the way, when they were showing the referee reviewing the VAR, he was only watching the angle from the back. He never saw other angles. I don't know if he was supposed to or not, but that was definitely interesting. I still don't know. But anyways, Wojciech Szczesny to Kunde, Kunde to Frankie, Frankie back to Kunde, Kunde to Lamine, who passes it back. Really bad pass by Lamine Yamal, but Kouarsi is there to cover. Now Fermin Lopez is trying to. Oh, great passing by Barcelona in these first 5 minutes. Pedri opens it up to Alejandro Valde on the left. Alejandro Valde is making a run, gives it to Rashford. There's Jude Bellingham marking Rashford. It looks like it's going to be his job. Oh, Marcus Rashford still has the ball. He's in the box. He gets the ball taken away. Now it's cleared by Real Madrid's defense, but Barcelona are there to have to recover the ball. There's Frankie de Jong at the half line. Um, really good passing by Barcelona in this first 5 minutes. If they can keep that up the whole match, we have a good shot at winning. Really quick passing, first touch passes. That's what we need. We can't be doing this whole lazy side to side passes. All right, let's see. By the way, I bought a new mixer so I can stream the sound of the match into the live stream. But EV Max, the software I use, apparently I don't know. There's something a problem with that where when I play the audio, the match from the audio, you can't hear it, and B my voice starts to sound super choppy. It's like I can't handle two different channels of sound. I've already opened the ticket with their customer support. We'll see what happens, but let me show you a let me show you what I'm talking about. Right now, I only have the channel with my voice, right? So here we go. Let me know if it gets bad. Right now, I'm playing the audio from the browser. Let me know if you guys A can hear the match, the audio from the match, and B, let me know if my voice all of a sudden sounds horrible because that's what was happening yesterday when I was testing it, and I tested it like 10 different times. Let me see. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? Can you hear the browser audio? Yes or no? And is my voice now sounds horribly because I'm playing the browser audio? Anyways, for now, as I wait for confirmation, I'm gonna mute that channel again, just in case. As Real Madrid are mounting an attack from the left, here comes Vinicius. He's driving the ball, but it's cleared. Lamine Yamal is there. Alvaro Carreras is chasing him down. Lamine Yamal to Pedri. Yep, everybody's confirming. It's definitely a problem with the streaming software. Um, I already opened a ticket with them. I don't know why when I start running the match audio, it just everything goes to crap. But anyways, here we go. Lamine Yamal to Ferran Torres. Sorry, not Lamine. Rashford to Ferran. Ferran opens it up to the right to Lamine. Lamine Yamal is coming to the box. Lamine Yamal takes a shot, but it goes way too wide. Well, C just says, "Hey Mo, glad to make it. Hopefully, Fermin can show why we shouldn't sell him again in this match." I mean, yeah, I think he's proved time and time again why we shouldn't sell him, regardless of what he does in today's match, right? Now, of course, I want him to do great, but I don't think him doing great or bad today is going to determine whether we should sell him or not because he's proved time and time again um, that he deserves to stay. He has what it takes to compete. Anyways, Barcelona win the ball here. Lamine Yamal has the ball in the middle, and then passes it back to Kunde. Kunde to Frankie. Frankie to Pedri. Pedri to Frankie. We need quicker passing in the final third. We're doing great passing in the build-up in our own third to kind of get rid of Real Madrid's press. We need to continue that quick passing into Real Madrid's third in order to open, those lanes of passing and be able to create chance. As Pedri is driving it, Pedri to Fermin. Fermin loves the ball into Ferran, but the ball is intercepted by Militao as Alvaro Carrera tries to clear it, but the ball is going to land to Barcelona. Fermin Lopez ends up kicking the ball against Chouameni, and now the ball is outside. It's out of bounds. It's a ball for Barcelona as Frankie de Jong is right now in the middle of the field trying to build. Fire Play says, Mo, what's your prediction for this match? As you know, I don't have my rule is I don't do predictions. That's my only rule when it comes to football. I don't do predictions. But if you guys want to tell me what you predict, um, let me know. Let me know. Let me see. Brianna says if an attacker kicked the defender, it's a penalty. Yes, if the defender puts his leg in between the attacker's leg and the ball. Yes, I'm not talking about just any kick. The attacker walks into a defender, fuck you, penalty. Obviously not. That would be something very stupid. But if I'm the attacker, I have the ball. I get in position to kick it or to pass it, and a defender puts his leg in between the ball and me, and I end up kicking him because he put his leg in between me and the ball. That's a penalty, yes, because that's how a trip works, right? When you trip someone, they end up hitting you, right? If I put my leg in front of you as you're walking, you're gonna hit my leg, and you're gonna trip over my leg, and you're gonna fall because I put my leg in your path, right? That is a trip. Imagine if I do that. You're walking or you're running, and I put my foot in front of you. You trip on it, and I'm like, no, 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 no. It's your fault. You hit me. Obviously, you hit me because I put my leg in your way. Oh, goal by Kylian Mbappe. Holy shit. What a missile for Mbappe from outside of the box. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I was like explaining the whole penalty kick, and I missed most of the play. I only saw when Kylian Mbappe kicks the ball, and then wow, what a goal from outside the box from Kylian Mbappe to put Real Madrid ahead. Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. Let me see. I want to see the replay of this match of this play because I missed most of it when I was explaining the whole penalty thing. Wow, let me see. So Fermin Lopez loses the ball here under press. So Guler puts pressure on Fermin. Fermin loses the ball, and then Mbappe gets the ball outside of the box, puts in a great hit. Chesney should have gotten that. Chesney should have gotten that. I'm sorry about Chesney should have gotten that. It's like, bro, you the ball really the ball was literally right at him. Like Chesney's standing there, the ball is coming at him, and he like dives and he misses it. I don't know why he didn't get that. But anyways, they are checking right now the play. I don't know what they're trying to see. They're trying to see. I think he's signaling to see that they're checking an offside. I think that's what they're doing as they're showing Hansi Flick sitting in what it looks to be like glass behind glass. Let's see VAR offsides. Let's go. Real Madrid, man. Kylian Mbappe will be forever outside. How many goals he got canceled against? Let me see. Wait, I just noticed something. Let's see. So this, here we go. I don't know why the timer had stopped showing, but let me put it back to 0-0 because Kylian Mbappe was outside. That guy's got at least 5 goals ruled outside against Barcelona. His name is no longer Kylian Mbappe. His name is Offside Mbappe. Nah, that's kind of lame. All right, we're gonna have to think about a new nickname for Mbappe. Maybe Offside Pay. Okay, Mbasa. No, Offside Pay. Kylian Offside Pay. I think I like that one. I don't know if you guys want to suggest new a new nickname. Let me know. But 0-0 here at the Bernabeu. As Fermin Lopez heads it to Lamine Yamal, but the pass was a little bit too long, so it's cleared by Militao, and the ball is now in Wojciech Szczesny's box. Wojciech Szczesny passes it to Frankie, who comes all the way down to our third of the field to get that pass. Balde to Rashford. Barcelona gonna have to Barcelona going to have to get a little bit out of this Real Madrid pressure because right now Real Madrid are forcing us to play in our own third. I mean, Rashford was all the way in our third. We shouldn't be having our attackers have to come down so like all the way to our third because obviously then they have a lot of ground to cover once they switch back to attack. But Barcelona going to have to get rid of the Real Madrid high press right now, which is something they were doing well during the first 5 minutes. We're going to have to go back to that because that's exactly how that goal came about, right? They were pressing us in our own third. Guller forces Fermin Lopez to lose the ball, which lands to Mbappe, and Mbappe takes a shot. And here we go. Real Madrid win it again, and then once again they are attacking, right? So this is why we really, really need to get rid of this high press that Real Madrid are pressuring because they are applying on us. Because if we lose the ball, they're already in our third. All they have to do is just turn around, and then they're attacking us. As right now, the referee has whistled a foul on Pedri as Pedri was trying to build a match. So I want to see the offside. Here we go. Fermin Lopez. Oof. Wow. Mbappe was barely offside. We're talking about like an inch, not even an inch, a centimeter. Very tight offside. Ooh, big mistake by Birmingham, who passes the ball back to Courtois, but Ferran Torres was there to put the pressure and almost intercepts it, but Courtois forced to kick the ball out, and now it's Barcelona's ball. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Reka says, "What is the goal? Please say me." There is no goal. It's 0-0. Real Madrid have scored a goal, but it was ruled offside because Mbappe was a little bit, tiny bit offside. Let's see. Cedar says, just the man, I miss Garcia so much, and I hate how sloppy we are offside. Sure, effing sloppy. Yeah, that was, well, it wasn't really a matter of sloppiness. It's just Real Madrid were really good at pressuring Fermin and forcing him to lose the ball and then immediately put a pass into Mbappe. This is kind of like what Girona were doing during their first half, right? Just like pressuring whoever was driving the ball, stealing the ball, and then immediately putting a pass into that empty space or to the back of Barcelona's defenders in order to create a chance. So we're gonna have to get rid of this high press that Real Madrid are applying. As right now, Lamine Yamal is driving the ball on the left, lazy pass to Fermin Lopez, who gets tackled and loses the ball at the hands of Guller. Really bad pass by Lamine Yamal. Too slow. Arda Güler, all time in the world to make that tackle and steal the ball. All right, let's see. Reka says, "Are you Barca or Madrid?" Let's see. Cedar says Madrid will win and Lamine will eat his words because we don't perform at highest level this season. Sorry, guys, I'm super negative. Yes, you are super negative. And if you continue, I'm gonna have to stop reading your comments. Sorry, bro, but no negativity here. No negativity here. One thing is to the match ends and you lost and you're like, all right, well, they suck. They did this, they're on this, but to already be like the match hasn't even started and you're already like, oh, well, I don't like that whatsoever. I think that's a loser mentality, and um, I am not about having loser mentality, whether in sports or in life. Period. One thing is to lose and then say, okay, we lost because of ABC. Another thing is match hasn't even started and you're already say, we're gonna lose, blah blah blah. I don't like that one bit. FFG says, what app are you using to watch? To watch, it's ESPN Plus here in the US and Canada. I'm not in Canada, but I'm saying that's who won the rights to broadcast La Liga matches here in the US and also in Canada is ESPN Plus. It's a monthly subscription. If you're asking about any pirated sites, I don't know of any because I never use pirated sites to watch Barcelona matches. Because A, the signal is unreliable. B, it's always getting cut off. And C, which is more importantly, is because when you watch pirated signals, then that's TV right money that Barcelona is not making, and the other La Liga teams as well, of course. But so yeah. Mathematics says on some betting accounts you can watch the match if you sign up. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. I actually did not. I've actually never bet. I know that I do have an affiliate link with Bet Us for people who do, but I've never bet on matches. I grew up in Vegas, so only grew up in Vegas. It's you learn not to gamble, to stay away from gambling. Otherwise, you're in trouble because it's right there, right? All the casinos and sports book places or whatever they're called. But anyways, let's see. Ocean Plays says, "Oh wait, hold on. Lamine Yamal right now is driving the ball on the right as Alvaro Carrera is trying to." Man, this battle with Alvaro Carrera is getting intense. This is kind of like what we saw when Barcelona played against Benfica. Now, of course, we did end up winning against Benfica both times, but this is not Benfica, it's Real Madrid. But we have quite a showdown here between Lamine Yamal and Alvaro Carreras. But let me see, what are they showing? When Ferran Torres got kicked, long pass into Vinicius Jr. that's intercepted by Jules Koundé, but is still Real Madrid's ball. And to answer your question, who do I think will win? If Barcelona do their job and play like we know they know how to play, I think we can win. If not, I think we'll get punished. So, all right, let's see. For everybody who keeps asking where am I watching the game, it's ESPN Plus. If you're in the US or in Canada, it's ESPN Plus. Oh, long pass to Kylian Mbappe. He might be offsides. He scores a goal. I want to see it. The referee has not raised the flag. It looks like this time it is a goal. It was a long pass into the back of the defenders to Kylian Mbappe, who controls well, puts in a great shot, and scores a goal. I think the players are right now arguing that it is an offside. I want to see the replay, but the flag never came up. So I don't think if it is an offside or not. I know Mbappe keeps looking up at the screen. He wants to see if it's an offside or not. Jude Bellingham just confirmed with the sideline referee, whether it is or not. But um, people are saying, "Show the match, not your face." Do you guys not have never heard of copyrights? Like, do you know how copyrights works? You can't show the match. If I show the match, the, the channel gets shut down. Do I have to explain this? It doesn't look like it's offside. It looks like it is going to count. So it is going to be Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0, as a great long pass is put into Mbappe, who's able to break the offside line and control really well and then score. So it looks like the second one will count as the first goal was ruled offside, but that's okay. Well, that's okay, right? This is not the first time that Real Madrid start winning against Barcelona. In fact, they did it. How many times did they did it do it last season? Two out of the four times they started winning, and then both times Barcelona came back from behind to win the match. So it's not gonna. It doesn't matter. We still have plenty of time. But Barcelona gonna have to be better about beating Real Madrid's press. Right now, they're not doing that. As Marcus Rashford wins the ball, Marcus Rashford is driving the ball to the middle, but he gets taken down by Chouameni, and it's a foul and a yellow card for. Oh, it was a yellow card for Valverde. Oh yeah, this was definitely a yellow card. I mean, Rashford is running with the ball. Valverde is behind him. He's not even gonna win that. Knows he's not gonna win that, and just like kicks both of Rashford's legs and stops an attack. So it becomes a foul and a yellow card for Valverde, and now it's a free kick for Barcelona, who play the ball back. Man, it's a pretty good atmosphere at the Bernabeu, by the way. The Real Madrid fans are really stepping it up as Pau Cubarsí passes the ball to the outside of the field. Again, Barcelona with not being sharp with their passes, something that punished us a lot against Olympiacos. And Barcelona are doing it again, just losing the ball in stupid ways without even having any pressure being applied to them. What is going on? Did these players forget how to pass the ball? As we see a switch from Alvaro Carrera on the left all the way to the right in Camavinga. Camavinga to Valverde. Valverde back to Chouameni. Let me see. And then they pass it all the way back to Courtois. And now Real Madrid are once again building. Nobody is pressuring. Everybody's just waiting static for the Real Madrid players to make a run. Long pass into the right flank to Camavinga. Camavinga to Bellingham. Bellingham tries to sneak it into Valverde. It gets deflected, and now it's a corner kick for Real Madrid. All right, hold on. Let me just block this guy. I'll never understand people who go to like a Barca channel to celebrate Madrid. Bro, there's like 50 Madrid channels. Go to Madrid channel. Like, what are you doing here? Like, do you really not have anything better to do? But anyways, corner kick for Real Madrid. Arda Güler passes it to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe back to Valverde. Valverde back to Mbappe, who tries to put a cross, but it gets intercepted by Ferran. It lands to Valverde, who tries to shoot it from outside the box, and then it's it goes wide, or it goes high, I should say, not wide. It goes over the goal. Let's see. Mick Barca says, Mo, on God, turn off the stream. We lose big games when you stream it. It could be. Oh, the Barcelona Femini are in the stands. They just showed the Barcelona Femini. So that's pretty cool. And Brianna says, why block anyone? Because it's my channel and I can. Like, why do you comment? Because you can. Why do I block people? Because I can. It's that simple. Jedi says, Valverde got to stop trying that shot. Yeah, Valverde likes to try that shot a lot. It works like one every 100 times. Um, so, yeah. Anyways, Frankie Young wins the ball in the middle of the field, opens it up to Lamine on the right. Lamine puts it back to Frankie de Jong. Lamine's passes, man, lately have been very lazy. He needs to put a little bit more power on his passes. There was another lazy pass to Frankie. Frankie still gets the ball, thankfully, but we lost the ball like that before. Frankie de Jong still has the ball on the left side, makes a back pass to Eric. Eric back pass to Kouarsi. Kouarsi opens it up to the right to Kunde. Nobody's making runs. So we're having again to resort to these side to side safe passes. And for as long as nobody makes runs, we're never gonna be able to penetrate Real Madrid's attack. Jules Kunde, again, back pass to Pau Cubarsí. Marcus Rashford back to Eddie Garcia. Eddie Garcia to Balde. Again, nobody making everybody static. Ferran static. Lamine static. Fermin static. Rashford static. Everybody static. Just standing in their place, waiting for the ball as they have a defender on them. It's like, did you guys not see how Real Madrid scored? Long pass into the space where Mbappe ran to it, and Lamine Yamal loses the ball as Vinicius Jr. kicks it out and celebrates like he just won the World Cup with Brazil. Jesus Christ. Um, let's see. It's Real Madrid's ball. Alvaro Carreras gonna throw in, throws it back all the way to Militao, who opens it to Valverde on the right. Valverde is driving the ball. Nobody's pressing him. Kamavinga passes the ball back to Courtois. Courtois opens it up to the left to Hoysen. Hoysen to Alvaro Carrera. Alvaro tries to sneak the ball to Mbappe, but Kawarsi was there for the coverage. Lamine wins it. Open, gives it to Fermin. Fermin tries a deep pass into Rashford, which is the kind of passes that we should be doing, but the pass was not good. It gets intercepted, and now Real Madrid are attacking again. Wow, really, Birmingham? Eric Garcia tries to get the ball, accidentally touches him, and Birmingham goes to the ground like his leg just got chopped off. Quick play, quick free kick to Mbappe, who takes the shot, but Wojciech Szczesny blocks the shot. They're really using Mbappe to break Barcelona's offside trap. Like long passes to the back of Barcelona's defenders as Mbappe starts, takes off, and given his speed, he could really make it to that space and win the ball. It's kind of how the goal came about. It's kind of how the first goal came about that was ruled offsides. And right now, that's kind of like how they did. They did a quick free kick into the space. Mbappe gets to it, shoots it, but Wojciech Szczesny was there to um, to save it. Real Madrid still have the ball. Chouameni floated into the box. Ooh! Chouameni floated it into the box. Hoysen gets there, gets a touch on it, but Wojciech Szczesny is there for the save. Great save by Wojciech Szczesny. Really good save by Wojciech Szczesny because that ball was going in. That ball was gonna go in. Another corner kick for Real Madrid. Wojciech Szczesny punches it out. Lamine Yamal is there, but he immediately has coverage. Lamine Yamal gets the ball into Ferran, but it gets intercepted. Jude Bellingham is fighting for it in the middle of the field. Oh, I think we have a foul on Frankie de Jong in favor of Barcelona. I think Frankie's asking for a yellow card. Let's see. Brianna says, but we don't need to adapt. Adapt to what, bro? Adapt to what? Is this just like a word that you learned recently, so you just keep throwing it around? Adapt to what exactly? What do you think we should adapt to now? What do you think is going wrong now that we need to adapt to? Please explain to me, because just throwing the word adapt doesn't mean anything. But please tell me. Tell me how you know more than Flick, than Sorg, than Pep, who told Flick not to change anything. Please explain to us. Enlighten us on how we need to adapt. Please. Because I love when people are like, oh, we need to adapt. Adapt to what? What exactly are we doing wrong? And how we can adapt to it. Please tell me. Because I love it when people are like, you know, just want to be the smartass in the room. Okay, so please, this is your chance. Explain it to me and I will read it. And I will like highlight the comment and leave it on there for a while. So corner kick by Real Madrid. Guler tries to take the shot, but Rashford is there to block it. The ball is out as Real Madrid get another corner kick. Um, Not a good. Barcelona were good for the first 5 minutes. This last 25 minutes has been all Real Madrid. Arda Güler taking another corner kick. Rashford heads it out and lands to Valverde as he's getting pressure right now. And it's going to be a Real Madrid ball, a throw in, as Pedri was there to intercept it. They're showing the offsides that the goal, how there's no offside on the goal. It was Balde that It was Balde that keeps Mbappe on side. Had Balde maintained the offside trap, that Real Madrid goal wouldn't have counted. Let's see. Let's see. Frankie de Jong with the ball in the middle of the field. Nobody again. Nobody's making runs, but it's the high line problem, right? It's the high line. Yeah, we need to adapt. Adapt to what? Frankie has the ball. Nobody's making runs, so we can't do anything. But no, it's the high line somehow. Frankie Young still again holding on to the ball because nobody's making runs, so nobody's getting open. Now Pedri has it. He's driving the ball. Still, everybody's static. Ferran Torres has been standing in the same spot for the last 5 minutes. Kunde opens it to Lamine. Lamine can't do anything. Passes it back to Kunde. Kunde to Eric Garcia. Still nobody making runs. Now it's Balde. Balde back to Pedri. Pedri to Kunde. Complete empty space on the right side, by the way. Nobody is making a run into there. Frankie to Eddie Garcia to Ferran. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres takes an incredibly weak shot. Finally, when the players start moving around, see what happens. Eddie Garcia drives the ball forward. Ferran Torres makes the run. Eric passes it to Ferran, but Ferran does a very lazy shot that ends up getting saved by Courtois. And as Barcelona have the ball again, long pass into Ferran. Ferran gets tackled by Militao and loses the ball. Again, great pass. This is what we need. This is what we need. Deep passes into the space with players making runs to get to that space and get the ball. As long as Barcelona don't do that, nothing's going to happen. This whole passing the ball around is not going to work. And now Kylian Mbappe has the ball. Kylian Mbappe opens it up to Vinicius. Vinicius puts in a lazy shot. Wojciech Szczesny saves it, and now it goes to a corner kick. I feel like Szczesny could have definitely grabbed that one, but it is a corner kick. Really quick counter attack by Real Madrid. Here comes Kamavinga, who trips by himself. Marcus Rashford steals the ball. Marcus Rashford is coming on the left. Marcus Rashford driving the ball. Marcus Rashford tries to put a pass into Lamine, but the pass gets intercepted by Valverde. It goes out. So now it's a throw in for Barcelona. All right, let's see. Pedri has the ball now. And again, everybody's static, everybody walking around. As long as that keeps happening, we're not gonna create chances. The few times that we moved around, we created chances. Now, Lamine has it back to Fermin. Fermin passes it to Ferran. Ferran to Lamine. Lamine in the box, but it gets the ball taken away from him. And it's a free kick for Real Madrid as the referee rules that it was a foul on Chouameni. Let's see. They're showing the goal again. Man, Balde, what was Balde doing? Everybody was maintaining the offside trap, and Balde was like 2 feet behind everyone else, and that's what allows keeps Mbappe onside. Let's see. It's gonna be a free kick for Real Madrid in their third. Let's see. Courtois is gonna take the free kick. Courtois' ball is gonna go out, and it's gonna be a throw in for Barcelona. All right, let's see. Pau Kubarsi. Please don't pass it to Chesney. Whenever Chesney has the ball at his feet, I'm like nervous. Long pass into the midfield that gets intercepted by Madrid. Madrid, long pass from Hoyson to Guler. Guler opens it up to the left to Vini. Vini to Alvaro Carrera. Alvaro Carrera puts in a cross into the edge of the box. Jude Bellingham is there to kick it, but thankfully the referee was, Wojciech Szczesny was there to block it. See, this is what we need. What Madrid are doing right now, high press. They get the ball in our third, and then immediately quick one-touch passes, which allows them to get open and to create chances. Barcelona are not doing that. Barcelona are not pressing. Barcelona are not getting open. Nobody's making runs. They're just like passing the ball side to side, like they are playing a rondo at the practice. Let's see. Lamine Yamal, who puts in a horrible pass into the empty space. and Hoysen is there to get the ball. Let's see. Arda Guler right now. Finally, Barcelona press. They get the ball. Alejandro Valde has it, passes it to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford cross goal. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. You have to press in Real Madrid's third. You have to steal the ball in Real Madrid's third because if you do, you are right there. You are in front of goal, and that's exactly what happened. Barcelona pressed. They steal the ball. They put the pass into Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez scores, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie. Real Madrid won, Barcelona won. This is what I'm talking about. When this team does what they're supposed to do, things work. It's not about adapting, it's not about changing the style. The style works, the system works. When it doesn't work, it's because the players are not applying it correctly. And when they do, this is exactly what happens. They applied it for 5 seconds and immediately they get a goal. They immediately get a goal. We know that this system works, ladies and gentlemen. It worked all of last season. We forget that we were winning matches by 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Did we forget that we beat Real Madrid 4 times in a row, 2 of them being finals? This system works, but in order for it to work, you actually have to apply it. When you don't apply it, obviously, it's not going to work. So that's exactly what Barcelona did. They did what they were supposed to do, and bam, a goal. They pressed, they stole the ball, they gave the pass to Fermin, and Fermin scores, and now it's drawn. Real Madrid now have a corner kick. Let me see. It's gonna be Arda Guler. Is gonna take the corner kick. Arda Guler puts it in the box. Ah, Ferran, what the fuck were you doing, man? This was going to be a goal kick. Real Madrid. I didn't see exactly who from Real Madrid heads it. The ball is going out, and Fernando Torres runs there and then puts a touch on it and gifts away a corner kick to Real Madrid. So now Arda Guler is gonna take that from the other side now. Let's see. Corner kick. Oishik Chesney clears it. Now Lamine has it. Lamine to Fermin as Barcelona are mounting a counterattack. Fermin Lopez puts in a pass to Pedri. Pedri tries to cross it, but it's headed out by Camavinga. So now it's a corner kick for Barcelona. Really good counterattack by Barcelona. Man, too bad. Ferran Torres should have accelerated a little bit more. But here we go. We have a corner kick for Barcelona as the players are getting into position. It looks like it's gonna be Marcus Rashford who's gonna be taking this corner kick. Let's see. Marcus Rashford takes the corner kick. Ooh! Great header by Fermin Lopez, and Courtois was there to save it as Vinicius Jr. is mounting a counterattack. And of course, Pedri holds them. So now it's gonna be a yellow card for Pedri. That's all Pedri really could do is just hold on to Vinicius. Otherwise, he was gone because we were caught with our pants down, and then Real Madrid were mounting a counterattack. It was Hausen. So Fermin Lopez on the corner kick brushes it back. It's crossing in front of goal, and then Hausen heads it out, and then Real Madrid mounted a counter attack. Vinicius Jr. was taken off. There was no one to stop him, so Pedri just hold on to his kit, and then he gets a yellow card. It's a free kick close to the half of the field. Guler opens it up to the left to Vinicius Jr. Bad pass. Vinicius Jr. has to run back to get the ball, but now Vinicius Jr. is attacking from the left as he's fighting with Jules Koundé. He puts in a cross. Pretty bad cross. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Jude Bellingham with the goal. Vinicius Jr. puts in a cross. It's headed back into in front of Wojciech, and then Jude Bellingham takes the shot, and then Real Madrid score a goal. So now it's Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. Very lazy defending on that one, by the way. Very lazy defending. Right, Pauco Arce is on the ground. Is he in pain or Cedar, my man? Please stop. Just pick another team, bro. Pick another team. If if you're just gonna sit here and talk shit and shit and shit, it's like how can you even call yourself a fan? Man, Jude Bellingham by himself, nobody marking him. Militao heads it back. Cubarsí fighting with Hoysen, but nobody marking Jude Bellingham. That was Frankie's man, by the way, because that was Frankie de Jong's mark. Um, Militao heads it back into the small box, and Cubarsí is marking Hoysen. Frankie goes to mark Hoysen too, but Bellingham is left alone. They just reviewed it on the VAR to see if it was a foul on Pau Cubarsí. But referee has decided that it's not a foul, and now it is a goal. Real Madrid to Barcelona 1. Wait, why aren't they blowing the whistle? If the referee, okay, there we go. They blew the whistle. Roscoe says, "Why is Cubarsí so bad, bro? It's not. This was not Cubarsí's fault. Cubarsí was marking his man. He marked Hoysen. Frankie tries to also mark Hoysen, but Frankie should have gotten and marked Jude Bellingham. He doesn't, so that leaves Jude Bellingham completely by himself. To all he has to do is push the ball in. So it has nothing to do with Marco Garcia, with Pau Garcia, sorry. It has everything to do with Frankie, who forgot to mark his man, who is Jude Bellingham, so he left him alone. And Jude Bellingham came in there without any problems. So, um, well, let's see. Real Madrid are attacking again. Vinicius Jr. has the ball. Nobody's pressing him. They're just letting him walk. Dude, put pressure on him. Like, why is everybody just watching him with the ball? Vinicius Jr. still on the left. Puts a pass into the middle. Arda Güler to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe to Jude Bellingham. Another goal, but I'm pretty sure it's offside. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's offside. And it is. It is. It is. It's definitely an offside. So, yeah, Güler, when he passes it back to to Mbappe. Oh, no, it's the second one. Yeah, Mbappe has gotten with Güler have gotten really good working together. Where Güler puts in a pass to the back set defenders, and Mbappe is there to make the run. But it's offside as Balde clears it horribly. Lands to Chouameni. Chouameni to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham to Kamavinga. Kamavinga puts in a switches it up to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius tries to control it, bad control, and the ball goes out a bounce. And then, oh shit! Someone just pointed to my bad. Here we go. The score was backwards. It said Barca 2, Real Madrid 1, but it's Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. Thank you, Gold CJ, for pointing that out. Let's see. Dude, it is not Kubarsi is problem. What is your problem with Pau Kubarsi? How was that Pau Kubarsi's fault? Are you guys just picking random names to blame just because you want to blame someone? Um, 6 minutes added time as Lamine Yamal now has the ball. Pau Kubarsi has it in the middle of the field, gives it to Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia is driving the ball. Eric to Rashford. Oof. Ferran Torres is taken down and the referee says nothing. How? Okay. So Courtois to Alvaro Carreras. Alvaro gets the ball taken away from him. Kunde. Fermin wins it. Fermin to Marcus Rashford. Marcus, see what happens when we steal the ball, when we press, we steal the ball in their third. We can actually create chances versus just passing the ball around stupidly. Pedri's making the run. Pedri to Ferran. Frankie to Rashford. Rashford tries to pass it to Pedri, but it gets intercepted. Kunde puts in a horrible back pass. Vinicius Jr. is making a run for it. Kouarsi gets there first, passes it back to Wojciech Szczesny, who passes it to Frankie, and Frankie back to Kouarsi. Now forward pass to Jules Kunde as Jules Kunde is driving it on the right. Marcus Rashford is making the run. Kunde puts in a horrible long pass, but um, it was it was really good intention by Kunde because he saw Marcus Rashford making the run. He puts in the long pass, but the pass was just bad. But we need more of that. We need more of that. All right, let's see. As here comes Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham driving the ball, passes it to Vinicius. Vinicius opens it up to the left to Alvaro Carrera. Alvaro Carrera puts it back to the middle to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham to Mbappe. Mbappe is driving the ball. Balde gets the ball taken away from him. Eddie Garcia manages to clear it. Now it's Marcus Rashford who takes too long. And now Real Madrid are back into position. And here we go. I'm just going to block. Here we go. Long pass to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford has the ball on the left side. He gets fouled by Valverde. Okay, I thought the referee was going to miss that one. Man, Valverde has a yellow card, by the way, and he just fouled Marcus Rashford again. So he's going to have to be very careful. So throw in to Frankie de Jong. Let me see. Frankie de Jong to Eric Garcia. Eric to Pedri. Pedri to Alejandro Valde. Eric Garcia to Kunde. Let's see. Kunde has the ball. Kunde to Pedri. We need quicker passes. Oh, Ferran Torres wins the ball, takes the shot, and that's. But of course, it was a bad shot, so Courtois was there to block it. All right, let's see. Alvaro Carrera now has the ball, who passes it back to Hoysen. Hoysen, long pass, but horrible long pass. And then, yeah, that's gonna be that's it seems to be the same play time and time again. Long pass to the back of the defender so Mbappe can run and get it and try to use Mbappe's speed. They just try to do that. Tchouaméni try to put a pass to Mbappe, but it was a very, very long pass that ends up landing um, to Wojciech Szczesny. As Barcelona again, man, with the slow passing, the slow, sluggish passing, and it's like if we don't do those long passes to the space like Madrid are doing, nothing's gonna happen. Fermin Lopez has it, passes it to Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong is fighting for it as he has three players on him. We need to use our wings more too. That's another thing we're not using. We keep trying to go through the middle, and there's always lots of legs in there. Let's see. Vinicius Jr. is attacking from the left. Vinicius Jr. takes on Kunde. Vinicius Jr. cuts, tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by Pau Kouarsi. And we have a whistle. What did the referee whistle? Let's see. Oh, I think it was the last whistle. I think it looks like it is halftime. So we have halftime. First half is over. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. Really bad half by Barcelona, which is pretty crazy because the first 5 minutes, Barcelona actually were doing really well. They were doing a good job in maintaining the high press. They were keeping Real Madrid in their own third. But afterwards, Barcelona lost control of the match, and for the next 45 minutes, because it ended up going to the 51st minute, for the next 45 minutes, it was total control by Real Madrid, but not by merit by Real Madrid, but it's more of demerit of Barcelona because of what Barcelona were doing. Barcelona stopped pressing in Real Madrid's third, and as a result, they were not winning the ball in dangerous areas. Whenever Barcelona got the ball, they were either in their third or towards the half field. So by there, you have a lot of ground to cover, and by then Real Madrid are back into the position. Now, in fact, our goal came because Barcelona started pressing again in Real Madrid's third, and they won the ball and they were able to score because the high press works. When you press and you press efficiently in the opponent's third, that works because you win the ball and you're already in front of your opponent's goal. So all you have to do is take a shot, maybe make one pass, and then the other guy takes a shot. The high press works when you apply it. Barcelona applied it for the first 5 minutes. It was working great. We were controlling the match. Real Madrid were stuck in their own third, but then Barcelona stopped doing it. And then it was Real Madrid who started applying it to us. Real Madrid were pressing us in our third, and we couldn't get out of that pressure. And as a result, every time Real Madrid won the ball, it was they created a chance. I think they've created 6 or 7 chances, and then came the goal by Mbappe, and then eventually came the goal by Jude Bellingham. Also, another thing that Barcelona are not doing well besides the press is circulating the ball. Every time Barcelona have the ball in Real Madrid's half, the players are just static. The players are just standing there. Nobody is making runs. So all they do is pass the ball back and forth, side to side, because there's nobody getting open. The few times that we did make runs, the few times that our players did try to get open, we created chances. So I don't know why the players are not seeing that. Like, are they not seeing, hey, look, um, it's working. Every time we make runs, we get open, we create a chance. Every time we press high, we create a chance. Like they see that when they do the things that they're supposed to do, it works, but then they stop doing them, which I don't understand why. So second half, things are gonna change. Barcelona are gonna have to do much better job at pressing in Real Madrid's third. Barcelona are gonna have to do much better job in making runs, getting open, because otherwise, I just don't see how we could win this match, which is exactly what I said in yesterday's video, by the way. I said, look, if Barcelona do three things, they play with intensity, they press high against Real Madrid, and they are accurate with their passing and their ball circulation, we can win. The only time we did that, we scored a goal. Rest of the match, we stopped doing that, we got scored on twice. So Barcelona is definitely going to have to do a lot of changes during the second half as far as of how they're playing. And, you know, otherwise, I just don't see how we can win this. Let's do some comments while the halftime is rolling around because we do have some time until the second half kicks off. But the Jeff says Rashford is useless. A few average performances, people are saying we should buy him. The problem with Rashford is we obviously know what he's capable of doing. He's an incredibly talented player, but the problem is he cannot maintain that throughout the entire match. Like he'll have flashes of brilliance here and there. We need more consistent good explosive performance throughout the whole match. I'm not talking match to match. I'm talking during the match. Instead of just having explosive performances, he gives you like a flash of brilliance and then he disappears for several minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And then another flash. We need more of that. We need more explosive performances from Rashford as the match goes by. Jabba the Hat says Casado needs to sub, but Rashford needs to be number 9. Yeah, Ferran Torres, uh, he's not convincing me right now, but I don't think it's honestly his fault because we're just not putting the ball we're supposed to be putting. But I do have to say this: Ferran Torres is not being too mobile, which is ironic because that's what Ferran Torres usually gets when he gets chosen over Lewandowski, is because obviously Lewy is more of box a box center forward, someone who stays in the box, or Ferran Torres, someone who likes to move around. Today, I haven't seen that mobility from Ferran Torres. I don't know if it's because he's just coming back from injury or what's going on, but I'm not seeing that mobility from Ferran. So I think maybe we should put Rashford in the center forward and then maybe think about um, bringing in Rooney Bardghji or maybe moving Fermin to the left wing. The only problem is, do we really want to put Dro in this position where, he can be the attacking midfield? Because if we put Fermin on the left wing, we are going to have to bring in Dro in the attacking midfield. So we'll see what changes come during the halftime. But Barcelona are definitely going to have to change how they're playing. Otherwise, we're losing this match because right now it's been 5 minutes, good 5 minutes from Barcelona, and 45 minutes from Real Madrid, where they pretty much taking complete control of the first half. Let's see. Jean says, "Bro, the sound is breaking out and sounds clouded." That's interesting. Is anyone else experiencing that? Space Hobo says Frankie isn't doing great either. He can't contribute defensively. And Brianna said, you just say besides the press, so it's not just the press, it's my argument. No. Uh, Dude, you even listen to what I say. I literally said three things: intensity, press, better accuracy with the passes. Nikita says, man, I would rather see Araujo over Ferran because he's just not up to it yet. Genia says, beside is creating too many options on the left, also especially when he played Mbappe on side. Oh, Balde. I know I read it beside. Klaus says Barcelona are embarrassing at the moment. Yeah, very, very embarrassing half by Barcelona. Um, they need to get their act together. Edwin says Rafinha is the heart of this team. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's really a shame that Rafinha was not fit for today. And Sean says the players are too comfortable. Flick needs to start dropping some players. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. TPS says Yamal is not getting the ball. What do we expect him to do? We have to be playing through Rashi wing. Yeah, that is true. We haven't really gone too much to the right, but I have to say this also: the few times that Lamine Yamal did with the ball, Alvaro Carreras was really on him. So yeah, Lamine Yamal is kind of struggling a little bit with Alvaro Carreras. Of course, we saw some of that during last season against Benfica. Um, yeah, I mean, Yamal is going to have to step it up a little bit whenever he does have the ball because so far it's been Alvaro Carreras on him like glue. Golf Peru says we don't have quality reserves to drop players. True. Alexis says, I think we need Araujo on just for that pace, but we need this passing to invigorate the team. I think if I would put in Araujo, I would do what Xabi used to do, which is put Araujo on the right back because right now I don't see Kunde keeping up with Vinicius. I just don't. So maybe we can put Araujo in there and hopefully that could help a little bit. But either way, Barcelona are not being able to get out of Real Madrid's press, and that's going to be a problem because it doesn't matter what defenders you put on. You can have the best defenders in the world, four Paulo Maldinis. You clone Paulo Maldini, you put four Paulo Maldinis in the defense. If you cannot get out of the press, if your opponent is consistently winning the ball in your own third, eventually they will score, no matter how great your defenders are, no matter how great your goalkeeper is, because they're right there. So they win the ball, they're going to take a shot, and a shot, and a shot. And eventually, one of those shots is going to go in. It's simple math. The more you attempt, the more likely you're going to score. He just says, Mo, sounds great on my end. No cloudiness. Oh, thank you, my friend, for confirming. It might be on the end of the person who mentioned it. Muzina Yamal is killing us. He needs to lock in. I'm not sure how this is Lamin's, how it's Lamin who's the one killing us. Not saying that he's having a great match, but it's definitely not a Lamin fault. This is definitely a group effort fault. Like the whole group is just letting us down right now. CNT Pavani says, Mo, they stopped doing the high press, which is creating problem for the high line 100%. We've seen that the press works. And it's worked for Real Madrid the whole 45 minutes that they were dominating, right? They were consistently winning the ball in our third and creating chance after chance. When we finally decided to apply the press, we steal the ball in Real Madrid's third, and boom, comes Fermin Lopez's goal. So the press works. It's just a matter of applying it. Cornell says all the attacks are going down the left wing. Yamal keeps sending the ball back to the middle. When he gets the ball, no activity on the right wing. Yeah, I think Lamin is really like not wanting to face off against Alvaro Carreras because Alvaro Carreras so far is been on him, man. Ace Hobo says the first Madrid goal happened because the left side of our team didn't press. Can't make this thing up. The first goal happened because Alejandro Balde fell asleep. Everybody was maintaining the high line, and then Balde was like 2 feet off. And it's Balde who puts Mbappe on side. If Balde was, and you could tell he was just not distracted. He was just not concentrating. When you see the replay, he's just like, and he maintained focus and kept and maintained the high line. Mbappe would have been ruled offside. Second goal, it's Frankie de Jong's fault because when Militao heads it back, Kouarsi is marking his man, which is Huijsen. Frankie tries to also mark Huijsen, even though Kouarsi is on him, and he leaves Jude Bellingham completely by himself. Frankie should have been there to mark Bellingham. Bellingham could have still scored, but you have to at least be there to make it uncomfortable for him to shoot it. If you leave him by himself, he has all the time to get in the world to get positioned, to think about it, to you know get comfortable. And it's like you cannot do that. Mathematics says I still believe we always come back. If we repeat the same performance as the first half, I just don't see it happening. But if we do a better job of, um, if we play like the first 5 minutes, yes, we can come back. But if we play the same way that we were playing the next 45 minutes, I say next 45 because it went to the 50th minute, then no, no. William says, when I said Eric and Kouarsi can be our main defender, Mo said they win Olympic gold. If we are playing Olympics here, so it's Eric and Kouarsi's fault. Interesting. You want to explain why? Let's see. Is the best player in the world even playing? We shouldn't have been in the top 10 of the list. Well, if you don't think that Lamine Yamal is not the best player, I recommend you watch a different sport because you're definitely watching the wrong sport. Dorian says, hey, Mo, what would be your ideas on how to get Lamine more involved? Um, I mean, he just needs to drive the ball more. Um, let's see. Brahim Marti says, WW not attacking back at all. What are we doing? They walking back in defense. Yeah, absolutely. Chuchu says, Fermin has been asked. I don't know if really he's been asked. I think his passes have been off. His passes have definitely been off. Let me see. Galdin says, I wish Rooney and Yamal both play at the same time. Rashi would do us better as a striker. Rafinha would have made this difference. Yeah, I really think Rashford should be moved into the center forward. I'm seeing lack of energy from Ferran. I don't know if it's because he just came back from energy, but from injury. But I don't see I don't see Ferran being as mobile as he usually is. So I think Ferran is probably going to have to come off during the second half, which I'm sure that was already planned because he just came back from injury. And usually, um, you don't play full 90 minutes when you just came back from injury. Let's see. Dorian says Casado needs to come on. Fermin at the left, Pedri at the 10, Rashford at the 9. Casado coming in a double pivot with Frankie could work, and we could push Pedri to the front, and then move Fermin to the left, and then move Rashford to the center forward, and then take off Ferran. That's actually that could work. But either ways, no, doesn't matter what substitutions you make, doesn't matter how you change the players. If the whole team is not doing their job, it doesn't matter who's on the field, right? It doesn't matter who's on the field. Let's see. Sound is breaking out. Why? Why are some people saying this? Let me check my settings real quick. Have the roadcaster you connected? Okay. Output. Mm, I don't know, man. It's coming fine on my end. Ada Cornell says the sound is choppy. That's interesting. Why is the sound choppy? I just got this new audio interface slash mixer, and I don't know why this is happening. Let me see. Let me see if I can maybe change some settings around before the match resumes. Okay, let me see. How do you guys hear it now? Is it a little bit better? Is it the same? Is it worse? I just changed some settings. Uh, let me see. So Hal says, get a sound technician. Are you offering to pay for it? Because if you are, I will gladly bring one. Let me see. Usual says, teams don't learn dangerous players, adapt. Yamal got to work hard to keep the same level as last season. Yeah, absolutely. John says, we are really missing Joan Garcia. I don't know if this was really a Wojciech Szczesny issue. On that goal that was ruled offside by from Kylian Mbappe, yes, that one he should have saved, but it was still an offside, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know how much we can put this um, on Chesney. You know what I mean? Because he's not really. I mean, maybe with the passing, then yeah. But besides that, I don't know. Let's see. Let me know if the sound is better now. I did change some of the settings. So let me know if it's better now. Um, let's see. Nika says Real Madrid may be planning to bring on Carvajal. They did show him on, or focusing on him a little bit. So maybe. GPS says sound still not clear, but better. Gonna have to figure out what the hell's going on. Uh, let's see. Warden says it looks like the team is hesitant to press. It hopes not to leave big open spaces in behind. That could be it. That could be it because, yeah. But we are seeing the players coming back onto the field. Let me see. We're gonna change this here. All right, players are all back on the field, and we have kickoff. The second half has begun. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. Let's see what the team can do during this second half. No substitution so far. It's still the same players on the field. And now, as we see Pau Kwarsi making a back pass to Wojciech Szczesny, Szczesny to Eric, Eric to Rashford, who has to come down and get that pass. Ball gets taken away from him. And now it's Real Madrid attacking from the right with Camavinga driving the ball. Ball bounces off Balde. Balde very smartly kicks the ball towards Camavinga so he can bounce off of him. And now it's a goal kick for Barcelona. All right. Some people are saying the sound is better. That's good. That's good. Um, all right. Let's see. Chesney with the side pass to Balde. Balde to Rashford. Rashford tries to do a first touch pass, but it ends up hitting Valverde. But Rashford wins it back. Balde to Rashford. Rashford is making a run on the left all by himself. Nobody's coming down the middle. Rashford is waiting, cuts into the side, opens it up to Fermin. Fermin takes the shot, but it was a weak shot that went straight into Courtois. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is the attitude. Again, this is what we need. Runs on the wings and passes to the space. We need quick ball circulation. Otherwise, there's nothing there. We can't just be static and hope that something's going to happen. As Real Madrid are now attacking, Arda Guler has the ball, opens it up to Camavinga. Barcelona's defenders are back into position, so that's good. Guler, Mbappe back to Guler. Guler to Vinicius on the left. Vinicius is in the box. Vinicius takes the shot, really lazy shot, but Wojciech Szczesny is there to push it outside. So now it's another corner kick for Real Madrid. Um, let's see. All right, so now it's Arda Guler who's gonna take the corner kick. What is Bellingham and Balde doing? They look like they're gonna make out. Guler puts the ball in the box. Stromini heads it out. So now it's a goal kick for Barcelona. Let's see. Total attacks by Real Madrid 16. That's crazy. This is how much we're giving the ball away in our own third. See, look how Real Madrid pressed right there. We lost the ball again, and again Real Madrid have the ball. Jude Bellingham has the ball. Eric Garcia tackles. The ball is out, and they're trying to ask for a penalty, saying that the ball hit Eric Garcia in the arm. Let's see. I don't know if that's a penalty kick. I mean, sure, yeah, the ball hits Eddie Garcia in the arm, but he is sliding, and the ball is bounces off Bellingham and then hits Eddie Garcia in the arm. But I mean, he's sliding, so let's see. I think they're looking at it, and Laporta sitting next to Florentino Perez. Must be an awkward thing to do after all the back and forth that they've had in the press. So it looks like they're checking it in the VAR. When Eddie Garcia slides, he intercepts the ball. The ball flies into Bellingham, bounces off Bellingham back onto Eddie Garcia, and it hits him in the arm because since he's sliding with the momentum, they are gonna go check it in the VAR. I, dude, they might give this, and if they do, this will be stupid. Yeah, there's he's seeing it in the VAR. How are they seeing this? I'm very confused on how they are even reviewing this. I mean, the guy is sliding, and the ball bounces back off Jude, and then bounces. It's like a ping pong. He's even zooming in, like, dude, yes, it hit his arm. We know that. That's a given that it hit his arm, but it's not a penalty kick. Wow, wow. He called a penalty kick. How? How is this a penalty kick? Someone explain this to me. I mean, yes, it hit his arm, but he slides, ball bounces off him, bounces off Bellingham, back to Garcia, hits him in the arm, and of course, gonna hit him in the arm. He's sliding with the momentum. It's not like he raises his arm to block it. Wow. Cesar Sotogrado, ladies and gentlemen. Cesar Sotogrado. And now Kylian Mbappe is gonna take it. Oh, saved! Saved by Wojciech Szczesny! Ladies and gentlemen, as we were complaining about during the halftime, Wojciech Szczesny saves the penalty kick, unfairly given penalty kick, because that should have not been a penalty kick. Kylian Mbappe takes it, and Wojciech Szczesny saves it. Ladies and gentlemen, tech, 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 tech. What a save! Wow, what a save. Thank you, Tech. This is justice because that should have not been a penalty kick. That should have not been penalty kick. Now, hopefully, the save maybe will give some Tech some confidence, boost his spirits, and then they can, like, get him in the game and he'll be able to pull off some miraculous saves again. But wow, wow, what a save by Wojciech Szczesny. All right. Hopefully, this will help the team, get a little bit more motivated as Pau Cubarsí gets a little bit in trouble because of the high press by Real Madrid. Is able to clear to Kunde, Kunde to Lamin. Lamin puts a long pass into Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez is driving the ball down the middle. Who's fighting with him? Carrera. Fermin Lopez wins. Fermin Lopez open it. Fermin, bro. No, 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 no. Fermin, bro. Amazing run by Fermin Lopez. Amazing run by Fermin Lopez, who leaves Alvaro Carreras on the ground. Why did he take the shot? He should have opened it to Marcus Rashford, who was wide open on the left. Fermin should have definitely passed it to Rashford, but great counter attack. Barcelona clearing Real Madrid's high press. Lamine Yamal, who puts the ball into Fermin. Fermin, an incredible run, half of the field, leaves Alvaro Carreras on the ground, takes the shot. Shouldn't have taken a shot. I mean, he had Marcus Rashford wide open on the left, but it's okay. It's okay. We're still in this. We're still in this, ladies and gentlemen. As Jules Koundé intercepts the long pass, we just need to be better about getting from under Real Madrid's high press because that's really punishing us. That's very, very really, really punishing us. Let's see. Alejandro Balde now has it. Paco Garcia. Let's see. Fermin has it. Gives it to Lamine. Lamine Yamal driving the ball. Lamine Yamal fighting with Arda Guler. Lamine passes it to Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong driving the ball forward. Frankie to Fermin. Fermin first touch to Lamin. Lamin first touch to Kunde. Kunde should have ran a little bit faster on that one. Because now Real Madrid are back in position. Frankie de Jong has it. Frankie de Jong. Frankie to Fermin. Fermin to Frankie. Frankie to Pedri. Pedri has it in the middle. To Rashford. Rashford tries to take a shot from outside the box, but it gets blocked by Real Madrid's defense. But Barcelona still have the ball. Eric Garcia to Alejandro Valde. Valde to Pedri. Man, Barcelona are back at it with the slow bar circulation. Alejandro Valde is wide open on the left. Why is nobody passing on the ball to him? Rashford. Man, Ferran Torres, man. Ferran Torres is just not looking like the usual Ferran. Well, like the super sub Ferran, I should say. Because when he starts, he always looks like this. He always looks like this. But Frankie de Jong has the ball to Rashford. Rashford to Balde. Beautiful pass. Balde cross it to the box, but nobody's there to get it. Lamine still has it. Lamine is driving the ball into the box. Lamine gets rid of Guler, but Alvaro Carreras is able to get the ball away from him. Guler tries to clear it. It hits Kunde. It goes out, and now it's out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw in for Real Madrid. Great play. This is what I'm talking about. This is what Barcelona need to do. Great pass by Marcus Rashford, forward pass into the empty space. Alejandro Valde gets there, makes the cross into the penalty spot. Fermin Lopez wasn't there. He slides to try to hit it, but he doesn't connect with it and ends up landing to Lamine Yamal on the other side. But that's what we need. We need those quick forward passes that break lines into the empty space so our players can, exploit that and make those runs and get to that space and get to the ball and create chances because otherwise we're not going to be able to penetrate this defense. Let's see. Foul on Pedri by Jude Bellingham. Let's see. Guys, stop engaging with this dude. All right, let's see. Lamine Yamal on the right. What the hell was that? Lamine Yamal wins the ball. Lamine Yamal falls. Foul on Fermin Lopez. I think it's going to be a yellow card. Yep, yellow card on Dean Huijsen. Ooh, really nasty foul by Huijsen. Slides with the left leg and then sweeps him with his right leg. Yellow card on Huijsen. Free kick for Barcelona. It's in a dangerous area, but I don't know if Rashford is the best one to take it because just given the angle, we need more of a. Anyways, we'll see. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Marcus Rashford is going to take the free kick. Marcus Rashford floats it into the box. Looks like this was a planned play where Rashford puts it onto the left. Fermin Lopez tries to get to it, but Courtois ends up winning it. Wow. Militao wins the ball. Nice. Great save by Frankie de Jong. Alejandro Valde really lazy on that one. Tries to win the foul against Militao. Militao wins the ball and then enters the box. Yeah, there's no foul there. Alejandro Valde is more looking for the foul than anything. All right, here we go. Throw in by Alvaro Carreras. Vinicius puts in a cross. Wojciech Szczesny gets to that ball first. Wojciech with the quick pass to Pedri. Wow, what the fuck is Cesar Sotogrado doing, bro? So Chesney gets that pass from Vinny, passes it to Pedri. Barcelona are attacking, and the referee decides to stop it because it's an offside. Bro, have you ever heard of advantage? Like, okay, yes, it is offside on Real Madrid, but Barcelona still got the ball, and now they're building an attack, and you interrupt that just so you can go ahead and I already blocked him, guys. I told you to just ignore him. You kept, I don't know why you kept interacting with him. Yes, PSG is the best this season, but let's be honest. PSG have this is the first good season. Well, the last season was the first good season ever in their entire history. It's a plastic team with no history, team that was pretty much built by oil money. Nobody cares about PSG. I don't know why you guys kept engaging with him, so I just ended up blocking him. Anyways, Marcus Rashford to Jules Koundé. Koundé's now driving the ball on the right, opens it up to Fermin Lopez. And now the momentum is gone because they took too long. And now Real Madrid are back into position. And now Lamine Yamal is the middle, long pass to Ferran. Get Ferran out of there, man. Ferran just loses the ball way too easy. Because Ferran is not really the kind of player that you can pass him the ball with defenders on him. He's not gonna be able to get rid of those defenders. What he's gonna need is he needs passes to the empty space where he can just get the ball and take a shot and score. Because if he has players on him, you know, dude, I cannot show you the match. Please stop asking me to show you the match. It's called copyrights. I should not have to explain this. Lamine Yamal wins the ball. Lamine Yamal to Fermin. Fermin to Pedri. Let's see. Lamine Yamal is now has the ball again. Everybody static. Lamine Yamal puts in a pass into the box, but it gets cleared by Militao. Frankie wins it back. Frankie has the ball. No, I can't show you the screen. Stop asking for it. Copyrights. The channel gets shut down. Ferran, again, another pass to Ferran in the box, and again, he loses the ball. Real Madrid long pass into the space. Bakuarsi was there to cover. They want to foul on Kamavinga, but there's not even contact there. Like Eddie Garcia goes for the tackle. Kamavinga jumps in the air. There's no contact at all. And that's it. Let's see. Lamine Yamal now has the ball. Lamine Yamal. Vinicius wins the ball, but Pedri's there. Now Frankie has it. Frankie to Ferran. Ferran, quick first touch pass to Lamine, but it gets intercepted. But Kunde still has the ball on the right side. Let's see. Frankie de Jong now passes it to Eddie Garcia. Eddie Garcia opens it up to the left to Balde. Balde to Rashford. Rashford back to Eddie Garcia. Eric to Pedri. Balde now has it. Pedri now is in the middle. There's no spaces. Everybody, all of Real Madrid's team is in front of the ball. Frankie to Rashford. Rashford back to the middle of Pedri. All right, Eddie Garcia making the run. Gets tackled. Tchouaméni takes it. Now it's a counter attack by Real Madrid. They pass it to Mbappe. Hits his heel. Loses the ball. Now Barcelona have it again. It's going to go out of bounds. And now it's Barcelona's ball again. And these first 15 minutes have been all Barca, which I like, but they need to be more efficient with the ball, like more intentional with what they're doing with the ball. Just having the ball is not enough. Lamine Yamal now takes a shot, really bad shot, and goes over the goal. It looks like Valverde is done. He just sat down on the ground by himself, so it looks like he's tired or he feels discomfort or maybe he's injured. Yes, the PSG guy is gone. I don't know why you guys were honestly interacting with him. You should have just ignored him. Looks like Carvajal is coming. Looks like Carvajal is coming and Valverde is coming out. Brahim is also coming in. Yeah, Valverde is definitely done. He ran a lot. Um, let's see. YG Mix says like the attacking line is standing alongside Madrid defense. Yeah, absolutely. Nobody's moving around to get open. Nobody's making runs. They're all just like a long line of Real Madrid players and Barcelona players. Of course, our midfield can't do anything but to pass the ball side to side. No, it's blocked for everybody. I blocked him because you guys wouldn't listen and you kept interacting with him. Let's see. Guler is coming out, and so is Comepinga. So Guler is coming out. Brahim is coming in. Kind of off match for Guler, to be honest. Didn't do much. I'm gonna block this guy who keeps asking to put the screen. There we go. All right, here we go. Mhm. All right, now Real Madrid have the ball. Oh, pass to Mbappe in the middle. To the left to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius in the box, takes the shot. The shot goes really wide. Um, mm, I already blocked. Don't worry, guys. I already blocked the guy who kept asking to show the screen because apparently comprehension is not his strong suit. Let's see. Vinicius Jr. is coming to the left, puts it to Bellingham. Bellingham takes a shot but slips. Madrid still have the ball. Vinny takes a shot, but it gets blocked. Madrid still have it. Hoysen puts a pass to Alvaro Carrera, who's trying to make it. Carrera to Vinicius. Vinicius is dancing around, loses the ball. Barcelona have it. Paco Garcia has it, opens it to Lamine. Lamine pass to the middle to Ferran. Ferran, horrible pass to Rashford. Rashford is there to get it, but now the counter attack is kind of lost. Now Frankie De Jong is driving the ball. He puts it to Lamine Yamal. Let's see, Lamine Yamal long pass to Ferran, but Courtois is there to get to the ball first. We need Rashford in that 9 position, man. I think it's time for Ferran to come out. Rashford would have made that. Rashford would have made that. I'm surprised Barca have not made any substitutions. I mean, we're at the 67th minute already. Let's see. Mm. All right, long. Why? Valverde is still in the game, actually. Valverde puts a pass to Brahim. Brahim is by himself, coming into the box, crosses it to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, another goal by Real Madrid, but I'm pretty sure it's offside. Yeah, it is offside. You see these attacks that Real Madrid are organizing. This is what Barcelona are missing. Those long passes to the wing, winger drives it, puts a quick cross into the box, and there's someone there to just push it in. That's what we need. But we're not doing that. So by the time we get to Real Madrid's third, Real Madrid players are all just there standing waiting for us. So this we need quicker ball, faster ball transition. For those who said that the offside trap doesn't work, that's already what 2 or 3 goals have been ruled out because of the offside trap. Real Madrid has the ball. Brahim puts a pass to thought Mbappe was gonna make the run, but Mbappe doesn't. So then Chesney gets to the ball. Kunde long pass, horrible pass. Man, Joshua says this is prime shabby ball. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, let's see, long pass to Brahim, but Frankie De Young is there. Frankie De Young driving the ball. Frankie to Fermin, Fermin to Lamin, Lamin to Kunde, Kunde to Lamin. Lamin is now driving the ball. Lamin to Ferran, Ferran back to Lamin. But the ball gets taken away from Lamin. It goes out. That was a good run from Lamin. And that 1-2 with Ferran was good. And now it's a corner kick for Barcelona. Let's see. Marcus Rashford is now going to take the corner kick. Come on, Rashi. All right, Marcus Rashford takes a kick, corner kick. It's headed, but it goes out. It's going to be a goal kick for Real Madrid. It looks like Paco Arce landed a little bit off, so it hurts. Well, Chouameni was totally pulling Arce's shirt. Let's see. Yeah, Arce landed a little bit. I think he landed on his hip. As Real Madrid prepare two more substitutions, it looks like Carvajal and Rodrigo are coming on. Yeah, Carvajal is coming out. Vinicius Jr. just got subbed out. He just showed his face and he's all mad and he's cursing. Well, bro, you didn't really do much the whole match. You had a few plays here and there, but besides that, be careful with Rodrigo, man. I fear Rodrigo more than I fear Vinny because ever since the Ballon d'Or debacle, Vinny's not hasn't been the same. He's the same clown that always dies and complains about everything and fights players and fights coaches and fights fans and completely disrespectful brat. He's still this. Oh, he is going into the tunnel. Vinicius Jr. just got subbed out and he just threw a tantrum, refused to shake one of the assistant coach's hands, and went straight into the tunnel. Why does Real Madrid put up with this? Why do they put up with this clown? Like, he's completely disrespectful, has absolutely no sense of decorum or social etiquette, is always throwing tantrums, is always causing problems. It's gotten to the point where Real Madrid players are always like pulling him to the side, like, dude, stop. The coach, Ancelotti, how many times Ancelotti had to pull him and be like, dude, stop. And he continues to do that. He continues to run his mouth. And it's like, why does Madrid put up with this? I don't understand. But anyways, careful with Rodrigo. Like I've said, I fear Rodrigo more than I fear Vinny because Vinny, since the Ballon d'Or debacle, same clown, but not the same player. Rodrigo, on the other hand, whenever he comes off the bench, he always like comes on very motivated. So careful with Rodrigo, who came in for Vinicius Jr. As we see Alvaro Carreras committing. Oh no, sorry, it was Brahim committing a foul on Eric Garcia. I don't know if that was a foul. I feel like the two of them just crashed into each other, but there are some substitutions. Looks like Ronald Araujo and Marc Casado will come. So Ferran Torres is coming out. I wonder if Ronald Araujo is going to be our new center forward. Eric Garcia is coming out as well. So we might be seeing, yeah, Ferran is out. Eric Garcia is out. And in their places are Marc Casado, and Ronald Araujo. I wonder if Araujo is gonna be no Araujo. I see him playing next to Cubarsí. Okay, they're switching. I see Lamine Yamal is running to the left and Rashford going into the middle. So it looks like Marcus Rashford is going to be our center forward. Fermin Lopez is going to be our left winger. I'm guessing Marc Casado and Frankie are going to be. Oh, whoa! Really great ball into the box. Mbappe was going there, but it was cleared by I think it was Araujo, but it was offside anyways. Yeah, definitely offside. For those of you who say the offside line doesn't work, how many offsides Mbappe has been caught on? 2 goals ruled out. Great long pass from Araujo to Rashford, but it's too long. Courtois gets to it. So this is how it's gonna shape out. It looks gonna be Kunde, Araujo, Cubarsí, Balde. Our line of 4. Our double pivot is gonna be Marc Casado and Frankie de Jong. And the attacking mid is gonna be Pedri. And then our front three is gonna be Lamine on the right, Fermin Lopez on the left, and Marcus Rashford as our center forward. So that's going to be our lineup for these last 15 minutes as Barcelona look for the at least a draw. Obviously, if we can get a win, that would be a win. uh, let's see. And my allergy is really killing me right now. Really killing me. All right, here we go. Casado, who pass to Kunde, Kunde to Lamine, Lamine to Frankie, Frankie back to Lamine, Lamine to Kunde, Kunde back to Lamine. Dude, fucking Kunde, man. Can we get him out of there? Kunde has been absolute trash all game. Every pass that he makes has been absolutely trash. Does this guy even know how to make passes? That was a great attack by Barcelona, and he goes on and puts on a crappy pass. All right, foul on Kunde, who passes the ball quickly to Marc Casado. I feel like Real Madrid are now just sitting back. I mean, are they just happy with the 2-1? Balde long pass to Pedri. Pedri gets it in the box. Pedri's being marked by Militao. Turns around. Pedri opens it up to Lamine. Lamine floats it into the box. Carvajal is there to clear it, but Pedri wins it back. Pedri gives it to Marc Casado. Casado to Kunde on the right. Kunde to Lamine. Lamine has Alvaro Carreras on him. And Rodrigo gets the pass knock through the 2 to Frankie. Frankie to Lamine again. And Poison is there for the coverage and pushes the ball out. So now it's a throw in for Barcelona. Mm, let's see. Cubarsí to Balde. Balde back to Cubarsí. Let's see. Ronald Araujo now has the ball. He passes it to Kunde. Now all of Real Madrid's players are defending. They're all sitting back in their third. Kunde to Pedri. Pedri lets it go through to full Chouameni. Pedri has it. Players are now finally moving around. Both Frankie and Balde were making runs, and they were drawing defenders with them. Let me see. All right, here we go. Cubarsí to Balde. Forward pass by Cubarsí to Pedri. Pedri's making a run. Pedri. Pedri still has the ball. He's fighting for it. Brahim gets it. Then Casado wins it back. Casado back pass to Pau Cubarsí. We need faster forward passes and diagonal passes. This whole side passing is just not going to work. Going from the right wing to the left wing, so back to the right wing is just long pass by Lamine Yamal to Kunde, who is racing with Rodrigo. Rodrigo wins the ball. Rodrigo clears it, and now it's a throw in for Barcelona again. Ah, again, another shitty pass by Kunde. There we go. Chouameni puts in a great long pass to Mbappe. Mbappe's in the box now. Mbappe cuts into the middle. Mbappe takes a kick, but it's blocked. Then Chouameni tries to kick it. It's also blocked. And now the ball goes out, and it's a a Real Madrid corner kick. That was great coverage from Araujo and Mbappe, by the way. Mbappe cuts into the middle, takes a shot, but Araujo blocks it. It lands to Chouameni. He takes a shot, but it's blocked, I think, by Balde, if I'm not mistaken. And now Rodrigo's going to take the corner kick as we hit the 80th minute of the match. Let's see. Corner kick. It's cleared by the defense, by Barcelona's defense. Alvaro Carreras, who passes it back to Courtois. Courtois, long pass. That's brought down by Rodrigo. Pass to Mbappe. I think he's offside. Pretty sure he's offside. But why are they raising the flag? Mbappe back to Rodrigo. Rodrigo takes the shot. Now they call the offside. Really? They could have definitely called an offside way before that. I mean, even Mbappe knows he's offside. He stops the ball and he just like slows it completely down and starts like jogging because he knows it's an offside. Real Madrid still have the ball. Jude Bellingham as Barcelona steal the ball. They pass it to Rashford, but I'm pretty sure Rashford is offside. Yeah, Rashford was offside. I mean, Militao tackles the ball away from Rashford, but even if Rashford had maintained the ball, that was definitely an offside. Good, good steal by Barcelona. Um, and then Fermin Lopez puts the quick pass to Rashford, but he's definitely offside. Oh, looks like Rooney Bardakji is coming in. Wonder if he's gonna come in for Lamine Yamal. I feel like Rooney could have came in a little earlier. Let's see. Pedri wins it, passes it to Frankie. Frankie to Rashford. Rashford to Casado. All right, Balde. This guy says, I swear, if Madrid win, I will say Ala Madrid. Looks like you don't need an excuse, bro. Just say it. Just come out of the closet. Don't look for excuses, bro. If you want to say it, just say it. Let's see. Araujo took a shot, but it was way. Dude, what a Vinicius is back on the bench. Let's see. As Frankie wins the ball, it lands to Araujo. Let's see. Frankie to Lamine. Lamine to Casado. Casado to Araujo. Araujo to Kunde. Araujo back to. We're running out of time. It's like it's it's 83rd minute. Oh, as Real Madrid are attacking now. Great tackle by Ronald Araujo to intercept that counter attack. Barcelona now have it as Pedri is driving the ball forward. He gives it to Lamine. Lamine passes it back, but it's tackled. Kunde wins it back. Lamine still has the ball in the middle of the field to Kunde. Lamine wins it back again. Just like a series of tackles. Real Madrid keep tackling the ball, but Barcelona keep winning it back. Now Barcelona are attacking from the left with Fermin. Um, Back to Balde to Casado. We need one of those crazy forward passes by Casado that break all the lines. Um, let's see. Pedri now has the ball to Lamine Yamal, Frankie de Jong. All of Real Madrid are defending. I feel like Real Madrid are happy with the 2-1. They're all defending. They're pretty much parking the bus. Um, we're gonna need those quick passes to the wing and then a quick cross into the box if we want to get. We're gonna pass. Rooney Bardakji now has the ball. Rooney Bardakji loses the ball, and now it's a throw in for Real Madrid. It looks like both Rooney and Lamine Yamal are attacking from the right side. It looks like Lamine has gone more to the middle, and Rooney has. Um, let's see. Kamavinga has a cramp. Oh, it was Kubarsi that came out for Rooney Bardakji. So I guess we're gonna play with a line of three, kind of like a hail mary. So they're gonna looks like they're gonna sub Valverde out as they show Flick. Let's see. So they're right now they're tending to Kamavinga. Looks like he's gonna come out. So it looks like we're playing with a line of three center backs with Araujo, Kunde, and Balde. And then Rafinha has gone more to the middle so he can attack through the middle, and Rooney Bardakji on the right wing. It's kind of like a line of four, right? Rooney, Lamine, Rashford, Fermin, with like Pedri behind them. Or it could be, Rooney, Rashford, Fermin with Lamine and Pedri from the back, with obviously Frankie and Casado as the double pivot, and then a line of three center backs with Balde and Kunde going forward as wingers. Uh, and then Araujo will probably stay back to kind of hold the line by himself as we enter that. All right, let's see. Here we go. Frankie de Jong. No, it looks like Frankie de Jong has dropped more back to help with the defensive duties since Casado came out. Pedri long pass to Rashford, who was coming in from the right. He tries that heel pass, but the heel pass is intercepted. Barcelona still have it. Casado. And now Real Madrid have it as Mbappe is mounting an attack. Oh, Mbappe puts in a shot, but it goes way too wide. I mean, that was his only only choice. No other player was accompanying him. Araujo was closing in on him, and right behind Araujo was Frankie de Jong. So all he could do is take the shot. He does. He takes the shot, but it goes way too wide. And now it's Barcelona's ball as Wojciech Szczesny is going um, to a goal kick. Pedri now has it in the middle of the field, but it's still they're still moving the ball way too slowly. They're not gonna get a goal like this. You have to move the ball faster. Um, yeah, Pedri and Lamine. Oh, Lamine puts the long pass to Koundé. Ooh, great pass by Lamine Yamal to Jules Koundé, who tries to control it with the chest, but and it was not an offside. I don't know why the hell Koundé tries to control the ball with his chest. He's by himself in front of the goal. The ball is coming right at him. All he needed to do was head it in. He tries to control it with the chest. control is not good, so the ball goes way too forward away from him, and then Courtois is there to just grab it. But great pass by Lamine Yamal, great run by Jules Koundé into the box. But again, I still don't understand why he tried to control it with his chest. He should have just headed it, and that could have been a goal, honestly. Let's see. As we enter the 89th minute, right now we're seeing a substitution. Looks like, wait, how many substitutions do they get? I feel like they had already. Um, Bellingham is coming out. Ceballos takes his place. And Gonzalo's coming in. Let's see who's he. Oh, he's coming in for Mbappe. Yeah, that's it. It looks like that's it. Like Madrid are just happy with a 2-1. They're gonna park the bus for these last few minutes. They're gonna sit back and then that's it. They're gonna be mm, as we enter the 90th minute, we see Mbappe leave, and it looks like yeah, Real Madrid are just gonna park the bus these last few minutes, and they're happy with a 2-1 because of course they were already 2 points ahead of Barca with this. They will be 5 points ahead of Barcelona, unless of course Barcelona pull a miracle and score a goal. Then it would be back. Then it would still be 2 points. But right now, Pedri wins the ball, but it bounces off Lamine Yamal and lands back to Gonzalo. And now Madrid put in a horrible pass that goes out of bounds. So it's a throw in for Barca. 9 minutes of added time. Woo! 9 minutes of added time. All right, we still got time, but Barcelona are gonna have to move the ball faster. Otherwise, this 9 minutes is gonna be the same crap, of just passing the ball side to side with Real Madrid just parking the bus. We're gonna need passes, long forward passes that break lines. We're gonna need players making runs into the empty space, into the back of defenders. We're gonna need well-timed pass to get to those players making the run. But if we keep doing the side passes, nothing's gonna happen. So here we go. Casado long pass to Araujo. Araujo who crashes into Carvajal. How is that not a foul, by the way? Carvajal is not even looking at the ball. Carvajal runs, he's staring at Araujo and just goes bam, just completely rams him from the back. How is that like not a foul? This was not shoulder to shoulder. This was Carvajal just going tackling Araujo. Manta says we need a penalty. No, we don't need a penalty. We just need a we need to score a legit goal, not a penalty. I don't like this whole winning or drawing by penalty in the last second. That's what Real Madrid like to count on. They always like to count on the ref helping them out the last few seconds when they're desperate. Not like how they won against Getafe, but we don't win like that. We're better than that. Let's see. Man, they're so slow with the ball circulation that now all of Madrid is back in their half. Long pass into Pedri by Lamine. Pedri puts in a cross, but Courtois is there to grab the ball. And of course, Courtois is going to take his time. He's going to go to the ground. He's going to remember that his shoes are untied. Let's see. Long pass by Courtois. Chesney's there to grab it. Come on, quick. We don't have much time. We only have 6 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, Real Madrid are just parking the bus. They're just gonna try to hold on for these last few minutes. As Frankie de Jong's pass is intercepted, but it still lands to Balde. Balde passes it back to Frankie again with the sideway passes. Casado now gives it to Lamine on the right side. Lamine to Pedri. Pedri drives the ball forward, passes it to Frankie. Frankie to Fermin. Nobody's getting open. Pedri passes it to Rooney Bardghji. Rooney floats it into the box, but Huijsen is there to head it out. as Real Madrid are now mounting a counter attack. It's Gonzalo by himself. Wow. He had all the time in the world to make that pass. And now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo takes the shot, but thankfully it's saved by Voshi Szczesny. Good second half for Szczesny. Very good second half for Szczesny. Ever since the penalty kick, really good by Szczesny. Um, Look, three chances for Barca only in 90 minutes. Let's see. So funny how Madridistas celebrate a 2-1. We were celebrating 4-0, 5-2, and these guys celebrate 2-1. The mediocrity. All right, here we go. Marcasado. It was a pass from Rui Bardagji to the edge of the box as Marcasado was making a run. He takes the shot, but the shot is deflected by Chouameni, and the ball goes out. So it's gonna be a corner kick for Barcelona as we enter the 95th minute. So there's only 4 minutes left for Barcelona as they take a quick corner kick to Lamine. Lamine to Casado. Casado floats it in the box and gets headed out. Pedri wins it back. He'll pass to Casado. Casado to Lamine Yamal. Really bad pass. That's won by Madrid. Now Rodrigo is. Oh, come on. Are they going to say that was a foul? That was not a foul. Oh, no. Okay, it's not. It's not. Okay, good, good, good. Throw in. Play it quick. Play quick. Pedri long pass to Araujo. Araujo by himself on the left. Araujo's in the box. Araujo. What did Araujo do, man? Araujo tried to dribble the players, but he forgot he was a center back for a second. He thought he could dribble. As we enter the 96th minute, we only have 3 minutes left. And now it's gonna be a goal kick by Courtois. Mm. All right, who's coming in? Balde came out. Gerard Maldini came in. Not a good match by Alejandro Balde, by the way. Very off. This guy says Ala Madrid revenge for last time. Which one? We won 4 Clásicos in a row. Most of them thrashings, and 2 of them in finals, and you're celebrating a 2-1. God, these fans are so mediocre. Really bad foul by Pedri on Camavinga from the back. That was really stupid by Pedri, by the way. Let's see. Mm. Something strikes as Hansi might need to change some tactic. You can't change the tactic if the players are not even applying the tactic that you started with, right? It's not that the tactic doesn't work, it's they're not applying it. Jabba the Hutt, come on, bro. Okay. Halal Madrid. Okay, good, good. For a second, you thought you were saying, haha, Madrid. Um, they're going to take their time, of course, with the free kick. They're going to try to waste as much time as possible. And this is Real Madrid. I mean, they're a mediocre team. They're always happy to win by 1 goal difference, parking the bus, committing fouls, using. Ooh, great free kick by Rodrigo and a great save by Wojciech Szczesny, by the way. Szczesny has been having a really good game. Really good free kick by Rodrigo. Ragnar says Mo Lamine is a ghoster. I don't think so. I think he ghosted the first half, but second half he's actually been very active with Barcelona's attack. Let's see. Man, 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. As Fermin Lopez gets a yellow card. Barcelona goes short. It's probably going to be the last attack. So this is it. This is make it or break it. We'll either draw here or we lose here. as Pedri's driving the ball, takes on Camavinga, goes too long, goes for the tackle. There's going to be a foul, going to be a yellow for Pedri and a red card. Wow, Pedri gets the second yellow. It's over. It's over. By the time by the time they complain and Pedri goes out, and then Madrid gets to take their free kick, it's over. It's over. Oh, they're fighting on the touchline. Things are getting heated. Police are intervening. That was very dumb by Pedri. He takes on he takes on a player, and then the ball goes too far, so he tries to win it back by tackling, and he gets his second yellow. Not good scenes here at the Bernabeu. It should not be ending like this with players fighting each other and the police intervening. But yeah, Pedri should have not gone for that tackle. Who was it? Oh, of course it was Vinicius. Of course it was Vinicius, dude. Of course it was Vinicius. Vinicius is a fucking clown. Vinicius is a clown. Vinicius is a fucking clown. Everybody's getting yellow cards. Vinicius is a fucking clown, man. He's always running his mouth. So Lunin got a yellow card. I mean, it's not the game. Real Madrid are gonna take the free kick, and as soon as they take the free kick, it's gonna be over. Yep, that's it. They blew the whistle, so it's over. Real Madrid win. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. Real Madrid take now 5-point lead on Barcelona in the league. Is it over? Absolutely not. This was only what, the 10th fixture, maybe 10th, right? 9th or 10th. So plenty of matches. I mean, last season Real Madrid were ahead of us for like 11 points, and another fight breaking through. What is up with these players, man? Just Madrid, you won, bro. Why you keep starting fights? Just go and celebrate. Like, what is going on? Are they these? Are they this mediocre where they win and they still like act like that? What is happening? Just everybody go. Barca players, just go into the locker room. You don't need to stoop down to Real Madrid's level. You know, if they want to act like that, let them act like that. No need to respond to it. I mean, look at them. They're celebrating like they won the league, which is fine. Bad match by Barcelona. Not a good match by Barcelona. I think had Barcelona done their job like they always do, this could have been the fifth victory in a row because, I mean, we've seen what this is not a Real Madrid that is capable of much. This is a Real Madrid that wins the same way every time. They park the bus. They wait for the opponent to make mistakes, take advantage of the mistake, they score one goal, and they continue parking the bus. And also with all the referees' help, this is how this Real Madrid wins. It's not a Real Madrid with any plan in place or any tactics or system. It's just a Real Madrid that depends on individualities and with the referees' help. So this is not a Real Madrid that's capable of much. And we've seen that when Barcelona do what they're supposed to do, when Barcelona do their job, they end up, demolishing this Real Madrid. They end up exposing this Real Madrid, just like any big club, right? All big clubs have exposed Real Madrid, whether it be PSG, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona 4 times last season. So we knew that if Barcelona did their job today, they would be able to demolish Real Madrid because again, it's not a Real Madrid that offers much, right? It's a Real Madrid that gets exposed by any mid to top club. But unfortunately, Barcelona did not do their job today. It was a very lazy match by Barcelona, very, very slow ball circulation. During the first half, we could not even get past Real Madrid's press. As a result, every time Real Madrid stole the ball, they were already in our third. They created chance after chance after chance. They scored 2 goals. The only time that Barcelona did what they were supposed to do was when they scored the goal. They pressed in Madrid's third. They stole the ball. Fermin puts in the goal. Really, really bad half by Barcelona during the first half, where again we were just cornered in our own third because of Madrid's press that we didn't know how to get out from under. Second half, at least we were not in corner into our own third. So at least second half was a bit better in that regards, but Barcelona still didn't do their job in the fact that they were just not circulating the ball fast enough. There were no quick transitions, there were no quick first touch passes, there were no diagonal or deep passes that could break the lines. So I mean, Barcelona lose here not because of merit of Real Madrid, because we've seen this Madrid. It's a mediocre team that doesn't really offer much. This loss is completely by demerit of Barcelona, right? The reason why Barcelona lost here is because they didn't do their job. So they deserve the loss, honestly. This was the same Barca that we saw against Olympiacos, even though we won 6-1. The same Barca against Girona, the same Barca against Sevilla, the same Barca against PSG the second half. A Barca that's very slow, very sluggish, doesn't move the ball fast enough, doesn't press like they're supposed to press. Today, the highlight actually worked again. People who always like to blame the highlight actually worked beautifully. Two goals that Real Madrid scored were ruled offsides. So for those of you who are always just quick to blame the highlight, it's not the highlight. The highlight today saved us from a thrashing. So it's just the players not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not doing their job. It's unfortunate again because this is not a win that Madrid pulled because they were better or because they're a good team. They're not. They're still a mediocre team. This is a win that Madrid pulled because Barca didn't do their job. Because had Barcelona did their job, they would have been able to defeat this Real Madrid, just like we did 4 times in a row last season. But anyways, that's all I have to say. Madrid are now 5 points ahead of Barca. Does that mean the league is over? Far, far from it. Last season, I think Madrid ended up. I think they were at 11 points ahead of us at some point, or 10 points, 10 or 11 points. We still won the league, so it's by no way it's over. There's still plenty of time left in this league, but Barcelona are going to have to improve. 100%. We're gonna have to improve on this because if we keep playing like this, we're just not gonna be able to win. Um, because as we see, we're being beat by weak teams like Sevilla, uh, Girona almost beat us, right? Olympiacos were causing us problems. Now Real Madrid, we really are getting exposed by weak teams because we're not doing our job. So Barcelona are gonna have to improve a lot. But as far as the league, yeah, it's not over. It's nowhere close to being over because again, very long league. But if Barcelona don't change, then yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Anyways, I will be doing the post-match live analysis. I want to say in an hour. I want to take out my dog. I want to grab something to eat, but I will be doing the post-match live analysis in a little bit. We'll take some time to reflect on what we saw today. Of course, we'll discuss the team's performance, the players' performance. But I will see you guys in a post-match live analysis. Thank you for watching this match with me. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always.